So whenever you put out these tweets, okay, you know, like, hey, I'm going to piss off this fan base when I do this, but boy, I'm going to make these people happy. You put Dak Prescott in a category alongside Kyler Murray of you can win with him. All right, now this is obviously a vastly different group than the win because of, but whenever you're talking about winning with, when you put Dak and Baker and Carson and Tua on the same list, I think you're going to get a lot of people pissed off about things. You agree?
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't care about that.
And a baby Dano.
First of all, Carson's not on the list. I actually, out of respect for kind of what's happened over the last 2 seasons, Carson isn't on the win because of or win with list. Well, I close, but we'll see.
Oh, so he stinks.
Wow.
Uh-oh.
By the way, I'm so new with Matt Ryan being our quarterback. I thought that was Carson. I fucked up there. That's on me. Matt Ryan, you were so much better. You do not deserve to be on this list. You should have been on the other list. A bunch of bullshit, if you ask me. Anyways, go ahead, Dan.
No, I think where Matt is in his age, like and whatnot, like he's a quarterback that the reason the Colts got him were they believe roster-wise are really good. They'll win a lot of games with him. I don't know if the Colts said, hey, we need Matt Ryan because our roster isn't that great and he's so good that we'll win good amount of games because he's on our team. All right, so the Dak Prescott thing to all this, because that's where Marcus Spears has gotten his panties in a bundle, all that stuff.
Oh, swagoo.
Dude, look, here, there's facts. Dak Prescott, let's look at the chronological kind of timeline of his career. His rookie year played against him. I just thought going into the game, we'll see. He played really good, but he also had one of the greatest offensive lines that year in the last 20 years in the NFL. I mean, his offensive line was absolutely phenomenal. Next year was solid. The following year, I think, his third year in the league, his play started to decline because the team started to get picked away at talent-wise. Lost DeMarco Murray, some of their skill position on offense. Then they go get Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper comes in. Dak starts to play much better football. Goes into year 4, played good football, but not ridiculous football. They weren't winning a ton of games because Dak Prescott was carrying a bottom 10 defense or a bottom 10 run game. They had really good players around him. Then we go to the season to get injured. Obviously, doesn't matter. Last year, everyone says, well, they were in the playoffs. Dude, they went 6-6 against outside their division. I don't believe in the whole, you quarterback win stat, all that stuff. I'm just telling you, and I've said this for 2 years, find me the stretch of games that the Cowboys won when Tyron Smith wasn't playing, or Zeke didn't play, or Amari Cooper didn't play, or the defense gave up 30, and they went 3-1 because Dak played so ridiculously well. It doesn't exist.
Okay, so you're a little bit of a Dak Prescott hater, it sounds like. I mean, there is no... He broke a bunch of records. I mean, they had number 1 offense for 2 years running until he got hurt or whatever with that 12-year-old as offense coordinator, Kellen.
Yeah, that's right.
So he was just... Yeah, Bub?
Again, but that's not me hating. Yes, there were records broken, but some outrageous number of those stats were when they were down and in the fourth quarter. That doesn't make him a bad player.
Oh, garbage.
It doesn't make him a bad player.
No.
It doesn't make him a bad player. He's a good player. I've said this 1,000 times. I think Dak is a really good player.
Whoa.
I just don't. I want someone to tell me, answer my question.
I don't know.
When has that stretch of games happened?
Dude, we come to you for these types of things.
Yeah.
You're the quarterback guru, football guru.
Come to you.
Dak Prescott, just middle of the pack here with Baker Mayfield.
Who knew?
Bad in his stats.
And Tua. Tua's in there. No offense to Tua. Oh, I just looked back. Gumpy's not there. A guy named Mike is.
Oh, jeez.
And I just said Tua.
Oh no.
He's much.
So you think that
Yes,
he's a quarterback you win a bunch of games because of? Is that what you believe?
Nah, we're talking about what you believe. Let's go to the next one because of. Let's go to the next one. QBs you win because of. This is your list. Josh Allen, stud. Joe Burrow, stud. Lamar Jackson, great on the football field and on Twitter. Patrick Mahomes, Derek Carr, All right, Justin Herbert, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford. What you're saying is Derek Carr doesn't get enough respect because you believe he puts the team on his back. That's why you put him in this list, and I assume that is the one that everybody was kind of up in arms with on this particular list?
Yeah, I think there's been three things that I've seen everybody be so emotional about on this one. Yes, Derek Carr, but I've been a Derek Carr guy. Like, I've always.
You're a Carson Wentz guy too, and then he threw a left-handed interception for 0 yard, pick six, 0 yards against division rival fourth quarter. So then I didn't hear a word about him after that from you.
Are you done?
That guy's. How'd you watch him play and be like, yeah, this is going to be the right guy for
All
the
right,
Colts?
I'll get to that. Can I answer the first question?
But I'm just saying, whenever you give your opinion, I listen. You hear me? Whenever you give an opinion, I listen. Darius Butler gives an opinion on the secondary, I listen. Or anything, really, defensive side of the ball, I'm going to listen. Now, if he starts speaking on the offense, I'll be like, all right, let me check and see what he's saying. When you speak about quarterbacks, a lot of us are like, all right, we must listen. So whenever you have these little, emotional attachments to different guys and your words aren't matching up with their play, you can call into question your legitimacy as the quarterback guru. And I didn't want to do that after watching Carson play. But now I assume that's what a lot of people are doing with you having Derek Carr on here and Dak Prescott on the other one.
Okay, so I've explained the whole stance on the Dak Prescott situation. The Derek Carr one, I think we have evidence over the last 2 years when that roster has been depleted at moments, or that defense has just gotten absolutely gutted. Derek Carr plays at such a level that they are able to and do win games because he plays at such a high level.
Congrats,
I
Derek.
asked you for the Dak Prescott stretch of games.
Derek.
That didn't happen. Derek Carr did. That's why Derek Carr has played himself onto that list.
Hey,
okay.
We need to give more respect to Derek Carr. I'd like everybody in the NFL world to give more respect to Derek Carr, guru of the football. Dan Orlovsky saw the film, says, hey, this is what you need to do. We duly noted by us, Dan. I want to let you know
that. The second thing would be everyone brought up, well, Deshaun Watson hasn't played in like 2 years or whatever, this and that. Listen, talent-wise, Deshaun Watson is on par with basically everybody on that list. He has the talent and ability to be on this list. I am completely aware of the awful stuff that is attached to his name off the field. I'm just speaking on the field. And then the third thing was where everyone's like, this list is too big. And one of the things that I've mentioned this offseason is you can't ask me who the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL are, and you can't ask who are the top 5 teams in the AFC. The list has grown. And so my pushback to those people is
that your new contract? Is that your new contract? I'll do 11. I'm not doing 5. Is that a new contract?
Stafford, Brady, Rodgers are
in
probably done in like 2 or 3 years. Anyway, the 3 of them, I'm guessing. So the list is going to be smaller just because those 3 veterans are on there. Here's the thing.
Hey, Maz, stop asking. I ain't doing 5. I need 11, Maz.
No, I'm not doing 5. The Carson Wentz thing is this, dude. First of all, when I
here
made
we
my
go.
pound the table stances, public television, I was right. 2019, I was dead on.
You're lying. No.
Week 18, playoffs are on the line. He outplayed Dak Prescott, took his team carried a bad football team to the playoffs. So dude, that was right. 2020, it went south real quickly. I wasn't in 2020 going, Carson Wentz is the greatest quarterback ever. 2019, I was right. 2021, I thought he would be in the MVP conversation given what kind of his connection with Frank and the team and the roster and all that stuff. I probably undervalued 2 things. One, the lack of skill position talent in Indy at the receiver position caught up to them a little bit. And then 2,
Jonathan Taylor. I
guess he's not great off the field in some situations. And that kind of impacted his play on the field.
Okay, so he's a little reckless with the ball. You think there's any chance that he can change that for the command? Here we go. He sprained both his ankles on this play. You hear me?
No, he's not going to change that. If he was going to change it, it would have been last year because it was the team to. It was the perfect situation to do that. That's just the player that he is. And you're going to ride highs like the Arizona game last year, and you're going to ride lows like the last, kind of 2 weeks of the season. But that's just the player that he is. I probably leaned into more of the optimist aspect of his talent, and that's why
I didn't plan on burying or talking about Carson Wentz's bad time because we've done enough. Carson, his good play though, which is what you're talking about, his optimism, is unbelievable. It was awesome to watch him whenever he's playing like very good and in a groove, it feels like, and making smart decisions and going. It's awesome. He could become a guy for the Commanders. Let's go ahead and move on now.